Hey everybody, it's Eric from epautos.com, your Libertarian gearhead columnist and ranter extraordinaire. I'm out here driving along in this 2015 Volkswagen Touareg TDI, and it's kind of a mixed bag. It's a very nice vehicle. I'm a big fan of all of Volkswagen's stuff, and in particular their diesel engines, but with a caveat. The emphasis, first of all, is more on performance than it is on efficiency, which I guess stands to reason because, heck, this is a vehicle that starts at $52,000, and if you can spend $52,000 on a car, probably you're less worried about your MPGs than your 0 to 60 time. But I guess the thing that I really want to harp on is that one of the reasons the mileage is relatively poor. This vehicle rates 20 city, 29 on the highway. That's not so impressive. That's only probably about 5 miles per gallon or so better than what a comparably powerful gas-engined vehicle would get these days. So it's quite a price premium to get the diesel, and you're not really getting that much of a mileage advantage. But don't be too harsh on Volkswagen or any of the other manufacturers who are currently selling diesel engines. Part of the problem has to do with maintaining what they call 50-state emissions legality in order for a manufacturer to sell these diesels in every state in the country, which they have to do really in order for it to be worth it for them to try and sell the car. They have to meet increasingly stringent federal, national emissions standards. And in order to get these diesels through that, all the manufacturers, all of them, including Volkswagen now, have had to resort to something called urea injection. That's a nice way of saying horse pee. And the marketing name that they use for that is DEF, or diesel exhaust fluid. Some of them market it as AdBlue. Comes in gallon jugs, and you can buy it at the dealership or you can buy it at Walmart. At any rate, this stuff, you put it into a separate tank. There's a fill nozzle adjacent to the fuel fill hole in the side of the car. And what happens is this stuff gets sprayed into the exhaust stream, and a catalytic reaction occurs that changes the composition of the exhaust gases to something more politically palatable. The problem is that it reduces the efficiency of the diesel engine. And that's one of the reasons why the mileage is, again, relatively speaking, as poor as it is. With all the advantages of the technology that's currently available, these things get, high 20s, maybe low 30s. And that's, if you look back historically, go back even 30 years, the diesels were doing 10 miles per gallon better. Now, the one upside is that modern diesels do perform much, much better than the economical diesels of the past. This Touareg, for example, will do 0 to 60 in just over 7 seconds. That's very impressive performance. And by the way, it's speedier performance than one of its rivals, the Mercedes M-Class, which for 2015 no longer has a diesel V6. They've gone with the 2.1 liter 4-cylinder turbo diesel in that model, and it's the same diesel that they use in some of their other smaller cars, the object being greater fuel efficiency. But ironically, the Mercedes is only slightly more efficient. The city number is about 2 miles per gallon better than the Touareg gives you, and the highway number, 29 miles per gallon, is actually identical. But it takes about 2 seconds longer for the Mercedes to get to 60, so that's kind of interesting. What else? Another way to look at this Touareg is to compare it with its kissing cousin, the Porsche Cayenne. The two actually share the identical engine. It's built by the same people in the same factory, same output, same everything. Same performance. The Cayenne diesel gets to 60 in about 7.1, 7.2 seconds, just like this one does. The only real differences, objectively, are that the Porsche has a slightly higher tow rating by 16 pounds. Both tow over 7,000 pounds, but the Porsche's rating is 16 pounds higher, and I don't know whether they just did that to give Porsche the bragging rights. The other thing is that the Porsche has a little bit more of a sophisticated available all-wheel drive system. The Volkswagen also has all-wheel drive. Both of them have some selectable modes. I'm going to pan the camera down here, and you can see the on and off-road mode. And if you look here at the screen, hopefully you'll be able to see that it shows you some of the parameters, including your angle of approach and departure, and there's an altimeter, and there's also a compass. But the Porsche does give you a bit more capability. It's got more driver selectable ranges, and it has both a center and a rear locking differential, which I'm not sure that the Volkswagen offers, though maybe it does. Anyway, that's the brief rant for today. More up at epautos.com. Thanks for viewing, and we'll catch up with you the next time.